Have you ever been surrounded by people every Sunday and still felt completely alone? Have you ever walked into a room full of church members and wondered if anyone really knows the real you? Maybe you've thought, who can I talk to? Who can I trust? Who can I be completely myself around? If you've ever struggled with loneliness in ministry or found it difficult to build genuine friendships as a pastor's wife, you're not alone. And today, we're going to talk honestly about why this is such a common struggle and what you can do about it. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Susan Belisle. I've been a pastor's wife for more than 2 decades, and I'm also a life coach who helps pastors' wives navigate the unique challenges of ministry through mindset renewal, emotional wellness, and practical strategies that help them thrive in life and ministry. And today we're talking about something that has touched my own life personally. That is friendship. Or perhaps I should say the challenge of friendship. Because one of the most common conversations I have with pastors' wives is about loneliness. Many are surrounded by people. Many are serving constantly. Many are deeply involved in ministry, yet they still feel alone. Why? Let's talk about it. First, some say that it feels like we live in a fishbowl. And that feeling can be awkward and uncomfortable. It seems that people watch, people observe, people form opinions. And because of that reality, many pastors' wives become guarded. You start wondering, if I share this struggle, will it be repeated? If I open up, will it change how people see me? If I admit I'm struggling, will people lose confidence in me? So instead of being known, you stay protected. And while that may feel safer, it can also create loneliness because intimacy requires vulnerability. When people only know the polished version of you, they don't truly know you. And even every human being has a deep need to be seen, known, and loved. Second, trust has been broken before. For some pastors' wives, friendship isn't difficult because they don't want friends. They've been hurt and have chosen not to make friends, especially in the church. But this can lead to great loneliness. Friendship can be difficult because maybe someone shared something you confided in them. Maybe someone betrayed your trust. Maybe someone used personal information against you. Maybe church conflict affected a relationship you thought was genuine. The reality is that church hurt often impacts friendships. And when trust has been broken, self protection feels safer than vulnerability. I've talked with countless pastors' wives who want friendship but are afraid to risk being hurt again. And honestly, that's understandable. But unfortunately, the walls that keep hurt out can also keep healthy relationships out. Third, the role of pastor's wife can create distance. Some people don't know how to relate to the pastor's wife. They put her on a pedestal. They assume she has it all together. They assume she doesn't struggle. They assume she doesn't need support, or they feel intimidated. As a result, they keep their distance. And sometimes the pastor's wife feels separated from the very people she longs to connect with, not because anyone intended harm, but because the role itself can create barriers. People see the position before they see the person, and that's a lonely place to live. Fourth, you carry unique burdens as a pastor's wife. There are challenges pastors' wives face that many people simply don't understand. The criticism, the expectations, the pressure, the church conflicts, the ministry disappointments. Sometimes you long to talk about what you're experiencing, but you don't know who you can truly talk to that will understand. And because of that, you can feel isolated. One of the reasons pastors' wives often connect deeply with other pastors' wives is because they share a common language. There are experiences that require very little explanation. You don't have to explain why criticism hurts. You don't have to explain the pressure of living in the spotlight. You don't have to explain the emotional weight of ministry. They already understand. Fifth, you're busy caring for everyone else. Let's be honest, many pastors' wives are incredibly busy. They're caring for family, supporting their husband, serving the church, helping others, encouraging people, leading ministries, managing responsibilities, and many are working outside the home. Friendship takes time. It takes intentionality. It takes investment. Often friendships don't fail because nobody cares. They fail because life becomes crowded, very crowded, and we don't make friendships a priority. The irony is that pastors' wives spend so much time caring for other people that they sometimes neglect the very relationships that would strengthen and support them. Sixth, some pastors' wives believe the lie that they can't have friends at church. This is one of the biggest misconceptions I encounter, and it's something I talked about in my previous video, 7 Lies Pastors' Wives Commonly Believe. One of those lies is that I can't have friends at church. Many pastors' wives have come to believe that getting close to people in the church is dangerous. Maybe they've been hurt before. Maybe they've had a confidence betrayed. Maybe they've experienced relational conflict that left them feeling cautious. And over time, they begin to think, I can't trust anyone. I need to keep everyone at arm's length. It's safer if I don't get too close. Now, let me be clear, friend. Wisdom is important. Discernment is important. Healthy boundaries are important. But isolation is not God's answer to hurt. In fact, one of the enemy's favorite tactics is to convince us that because we've been hurt, we should withdraw completely. The problem is that when we close the door to potential hurt, we often close the door to genuine connection as well. The truth is, pastors' wives need friendships just like everyone else. You need people who can encourage you when ministry gets hard. You need people who can celebrate with you, pray with you, laugh with you, and support you through difficult seasons. The answer isn't having no friends. The answer is learning how to build healthy, wise, life giving friendships. And that's exactly why we're having this conversation today. Lastly, let's talk about what genuine friendship actually looks like. Sometimes we're looking for perfect friendships, but genuine friendships aren't perfect. They are safe, they are mutual, they are trustworthy, they are honest, they allow you to be yourself. A genuine friend isn't impressed by your title, they're interested in your heart. They don't just want you for what you can do for them. They value who you are. And those kinds of friendships are worth pursuing. So let me offer a few practical suggestions on how to build healthy friendships. First, we must be willing to take small risks. Healthy friendships rarely happen instantly. Trust is built over time. Start small. Allow people to earn access to deeper parts of your life. Next, we should look for character, not popularity. Choose friends based on integrity, maturity, and trustworthiness, not simply proximity, not simply personality. Character matters. We also should seek to be authentic. You don't have to share everything with everyone. but genuine friendships require genuine connection. People can't know the real you if they never see the real you. Another consideration is that we should invest consistently. Friendship requires intentional effort. Reach out, invite someone to lunch, send a text, schedule coffee. Relationships grow where we invest. Last but not least, pray for godly friendships. Ask God to bring the right people into your life. Some of the greatest friendships begin as answers to prayer. Don't stop believing that God can provide the relationships you need. If you've struggled with loneliness, I want you to know something. There is nothing wrong with you. Your difficulty finding genuine friendship does not mean you're unlovable. It doesn't mean you'll always feel lonely. And it doesn't mean God has forgotten you. Many pastors' wives experience this struggle. You are not alone in feeling alone. But I believe God desires healthy relationships for you. People who know your heart, people who love you for who you are, people who support you through every season of ministry. If friendship, loneliness, church hurt, or relational challenges have been a struggle for you, I'd love to help. These are some of the very issues I work through with pastors' wives in one-on-one coaching. Together, we identify the beliefs, fears, hurts, and relational patterns that may be keeping you stuck. And we create practical strategies to help you build healthier relationships and experience greater emotional freedom. You don't have to navigate ministry challenges alone. If you'd like to learn more about coaching with me, you'll find information in the description below. I'd be honored to walk alongside you. Friend, genuine friendships may be harder to find in ministry, but they are not impossible. You were never meant to carry ministry burdens alone. You were never meant to walk through life isolated. And you deserve relationships where you can simply be you, not the pastor's wife, not the ministry leader, not the helper, but simply yourself. So let me ask you, what has been the biggest challenge you faced in finding genuine friendships as a pastor's wife? Share it in the comments below. And if this video encouraged you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with another pastor's wife who may need this reminder today. Until next time, remember, you are seen, you are loved, and you don't have to do ministry alone. I'll see you in the next video where we will explore more deeply how to form friendships in the church.